Sitting in our beautiful, comfortable seated position. Just having that real lovely sense of arriving at the mat. So allowing the week and the weekend that was to pass and just come to the mat as you are. No judgment on how you are feeling, what your breath is like, what your mind is like. It is what it is. So go ahead and just take the eyes either to a soft gaze, just somewhere gently in front of you, or take them down to a close. We're going to do something slightly different this morning. We're going to do a 4-stage breath cycle to start bringing ourselves inward, focusing in on our breath and connecting that with our body's movements. And we do that, or this 4-part breath stage, to start allowing us to move and connect our movement with the breath through our practice. So it's a really helpful little exercise, I suppose, and something we should all do. But sometimes it's too hard to think about all 4 stages. So just get yourself lovely and comfy. Just have that lovely sense of heaviness in the bottom half there. So we start with passive breath. And passive breath is really the observation and the witnessing of how your breath currently is. So we just simply arrive. We don't have any patterns, but we may witness or observe things that aren't smooth and steady, like the qualities that we often ask for during our practices. So you may notice that the breath sits up higher, or you're breathing through the mouth and there's this staggeredness towards the breath. You may notice that there's this beautiful flow already in and out through the mouth or in and out through the nose. We are simply being witness and arriving at the mat. And it's in this part, our first step here, our passive breath, is where we start locking an intention in to start smoothing out the breath for our practice. So trying to allow the breath to take on a lovely smooth and steady quality. Noticing any rise and fall of the body. Noticing the shoulders are lovely and relaxed. We move forward now into our next stage, which is our belly breath. And we do this stage in order for us to lengthen the breath deep down into the belly. So go ahead and just take your hands to your lower belly there. And we're wanting to switch on our rest and digest system. And we do that through deepening of the inhales. So when you are ready, just allow the body to exhale very naturally. And then on your next inhale, really draw in the air through the mouth or nose. Belly will swell out. You'll have this lovely expansion of the chest perhaps as well. And just allow the body to exhale naturally. So just leave that air from the body. Go ahead and inhale again, this beautiful sense of expansion. And just allow it to leave very naturally. Keep going here for a few cycles. Noticing the belly and the chest expanding on the inhale. It doesn't need to be too forced, so we're not sort of wanting to really expand to the point that we're blowing this balloon out too far to popping stage. We are just allowing it to come out. Hands may separate slightly, and we exhale very naturally. 2 more rounds here. After your final round, we'll come back and now take our position just with our hands on our thighs. Come back to our 3rd stage, which is our resting breath. So different to passive breath where we were observing what was going on in the body in that moment, our resting breath is simply taking that breath back to its natural state with no patterns. We're releasing any control of the breath and any breathing patterns. It's in essence the breath that we are born with. And it's in this moment here we'll set our intentions for our actual practice. That kind and loving word that is just for you. Something that you can feel and grow throughout this practice and hopefully hold on to for the rest of your day. So whatever intention comes to you naturally, just go ahead and repeat it to yourself a few times. Very nice. We'll head into our 4th stage of our breath practice here, which is our chest to abdomen breath. So what we're doing is we're connecting that beautiful inhale, that swelling of the belly into our chest. But then as we exhale, we start to actually now contract and draw in our abdominal muscles. So let's go ahead. We'll take one hand onto our tummy and take the other hand just to the side of your rib cage. It doesn't matter what side, you can have it on your heart space, wherever you like. We start to allow this breath, when we connect it, to our core. So this will actually overall help us protecting our core and our spine as we move in and out of our postures. So when you are ready, start to inhale again with that sense of expansion in the belly and the chest. Feel the hands move as we breathe in. Now, as we exhale, you are going to exhale out, but draw your lower abdominal muscles. So as if you're zipping up a pair of tight jeans, pulling up from the pubic bone all the way into your navel. Now, it's going to take a couple of rounds just to get connected. So just go gently here. When you are ready again, inhale deeply. Exhale, drawing in the abdominal muscles. You may be having that sense of drawing up the pelvic floor, if that's something that you can relate to there. Keep going, inhaling out, so belly and rib cage expand. Exhale. As the air leaves, we draw and contract that lower abdominal muscle. And that's the feeling, especially that exhale, is the feeling of that drawing up of that lower belly there, helps to support the spine whenever we go into our folds or anything that asks for an exhale. Let's just go in a few more cycles. It's all okay if it's not working for you. Just have this lovely connection with the inhale and an exhale of your choice there. So it does take a little bit. Once it connects, you'll never forget it. You'll know what that feeling is. Lovely. Let's release out of that and we'll connect them through some loving movements with our arms. So let's take our arms out. Have the hands sort of pointed out the front instead of out of the side like we normally would. We're going to inhale deeply. Take the hands up. As you exhale, hands come down. Draw that belly back. Let's go again. Inhale up. Big exhale out. See if you can feel that lower belly contracting slightly. Final one here. Inhale. Excellent. Exhale out. Beautiful. Let's release out of that. We'll come into our lovely practice now. Starting with some beautiful neck stretches, we'll gently drop the chin towards the chest. Inhale, take the chin up towards the ceiling. Bring the chin back down to center, parallel with the earth there. We're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. Come back up to center and then left ear to left shoulder. Come on back up. Very nice. Sweep the chin around to your right shoulder. So gently gaze over towards the right. And come back all the way around super gently over to the left-hand side. Very good. Bringing that chin back to center now. Hands out by the side. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, your right hand comes to the mat. Push over with the left hand, stretching through the left side body now. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, left hand to mat. Push over with the right. Go gently here. First little side stretches for the morning. So you should be feeling it in the waist, up into the rib cage there. Inhale, come back up. Left hand up to the ceiling there. And exhale, twist to your right. So just gently twist around. Left hand to right knee. Inhale deeply here, that lovely sense of expansion into your chest. And just let it go. Inhale, untwist the body, hands go up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Find your comfy space and then inhale, deep expansion here. Exhale out. Lovely. Inhale, come back around, palms to face forward. Exhale, forward fold. Start with the hands down on the earth. And if you'd like to go lower, you can either walk the hands out, fully extended, or you can take the hands down onto the forearms. And just be with your breath here. Sense what's going on in the body. Any points of tension or resistance, send your inhale to those parts of the body. And then as we exhale, we tell the body to let go. Let's gently walk ourselves up here now. Very nice. Let's come over onto our hands and knees to our lovely tabletop position. Going to do some lovely hip stretches and then a little spinal flow. So go ahead and send both of your hips over to the left. Circle the hips back around to the heels and then over to the right. Very gentle circles here. Go as deeply and as slowly as you would like. Just do 2 more in this direction. And then when you've done those 2 circles, just pause and come back. We'll go over to the right. So changing direction, hips to the right, back over the heels, then over to the left. Always inhale as you come up to tabletop and exhale as you take those hips back towards the heels. Just 2 more in this direction. Lovely. Coming into a beautiful spinal flow. When you're up to your tabletop, just reset, get yourself balanced. So wrists come underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. You're going to inhale and press that right foot away. I'll move forward because I'm going to kick the wall. Just have this lovely sense of balance. So you're using that abdominal, our first little stretch there in the front, and you're using your glute to lift that leg up. Now, if your balance is okay, go ahead and invite the left hand forward. Really stretching through the tummy, all the way through the legs and the arms. Gently take the hand and knee down towards the earth. Wiggle the hips, just a little bit of a reset. Reset the hands if you need, and we'll do that on the opposite side. So when you are ready, inhale, let's push that left leg out. Again, stretching through our tummy, drawing our glutes tighter to lift that leg up. And then if your balance is okay, invite the right hand forward. If you're not feeling it today, that's fine. Just keep the hand down on the earth. Very nice. One long line of energy there. Go ahead, hand and knee come down towards the earth here. Curling our toes, coming into downward dog. So we've got the hands just slightly in front of the shoulders, curling the toes under. Take a small inhale. As you exhale, start to push the knees off the earth. Keep that lovely deep bend. And then when you are ready, start to straighten the legs, sending the hips a little higher towards the ceiling. Go ahead and paddle the legs. Get a little bit of movement into the back of the legs there. Just move in a way that feels really lovely for you. Excellent. Looking through the hands, we're going to walk ourselves to the top of the mat, bringing the feet together. We are in a full forward fold here, so keeping a slightly straighter leg, not as deep as what we would normally for a rag doll, and our hands are down towards the earth. Just staying here and sensing that lovely stretch up the back of the legs. When you are ready, we're going to take an inhale, and as we exhale, walk yourself around to the left-hand side. So we're just stretching through the back of the left leg there. Only go around as far as the body would like. Very gently walk yourself back to center. Take a little moment here. Inhale when you are ready. And then as we exhale, we come back around and walk to the right hand side. Stretching through the back of the right leg there. Wonderful. Come back to center now. We're going to come back into downward dog and start our first little cobra. So step yourself back to downward dog, paddle the legs if you need. Now coming down onto your tummy, you are more than welcome to come down onto the knees first. And we're going to choose either cobra or up dog, depending on how your range of motion is this morning. So let's go for it. We'll start to take our body down to our tummy. So come down in whatever way works for you. You can either come into cobra, gently push yourself up on your inhale, or you can start to bring yourself up to up dog, drawing the knees off. Just give everything a go, and if none of it works, that's okay as well. Gently bring yourself back down to your tummy. Come back in to downward dog. So let's go up. You can come to downward dog through your tabletop. Lovely. Looking through the hands now, just raise your right leg slightly, give it a bend, and we're going to step that leg through to the top of the mat. If you need to take a couple of times to get to the top of the mat, that's okay. Now, once you've got your balance, go ahead and release the ground. We're going to inhale, come back up. So we're looking like we're in warrior one, okay? We've got this right leg forward and we've got the left leg slightly off to the side. And we're going to come into our first pyramid pose. So we straighten the right leg slightly. We're going to take that lovely inhale, the expansion into the chest. And as we exhale, we fold the body forward. So again, contracting that lower muscle to protect the spine, and draw yourself forward as much as you would like. Hands can be on your hips, your thighs, your shins, or your ankles. Very nice. We're going to inhale, come back up. We're coming into reverse archer. So let's take the hands up, and as they come up to the ceiling, just 45 degrees, draw back your bow with your left hand. So it's like you're trying to shoot for the stars here. Inhale, left hand comes back up. Exhale into your pyramid. Very nice. Coming back down. Inhale, come back up. This time, keep both hands nice and high. Bend into that right leg, warrior one. And as we exhale, we stretch the hands back behind us into our lovely lightning arms. This here allows us to expand that chest. You're still drawing in your tummy muscles and stretching through the abdominals there as we press our fingers back. Inhale, one more here. So let's take the hands up in warrior one. Really stretch through the belly and chest. Exhale. Hands will go back. Lovely. Inhale once more, hands will go up. And this time we're coming back to our downward dog. So let's exhale, hands will come down to the ground. Go ahead and step your right foot back into downward dog. Give your legs a little paddle. We're going to come back down into either our cobra or our up dog. So when you are ready, come down onto your bellies. And if you want to do that via your knees, more than welcome. Let's go down. Find either your cobra or your up dog. Really stretch through the chest. And gently come back down onto the belly, curl the toes under, come back to downward dog through your tabletop. Paddle, paddle, paddle. We're going to look through the hands and we're going to step that left foot now. So raise the left leg slightly, bending the knee, and start to feed that left foot through to the top of the mat. Find your balance. Make sure the feet are lovely and stable. And then when you are ready, let's release the earth. Inhale up. Straighten the left leg, coming into our pyramid pose. Exhale. Let's contract the lower belly, take the body forward. Hands can come to the hips, thighs, shins or ankle. Developing that smooth and steady breath once again. Inhale, hands will come up. Remember our reverse archer pose, so 45 degrees, and then start to take the right hand back. Draw the elbow back. Lovely, good heart opener that one. Bring the right hand forward, once more back to pyramid. Take the hands down to help you with your balance. Inhale, sweep the hands up. This time as we exhale, we bend into warrior one knee. So bending into that left knee. And we start to take our hands behind us. Lovely lightning arms here. Again, we're stretching, so we're actually pulling in and drawing in our pelvic floor. Crunching into our abdominal muscles there, so drawing both the pubic bone and the belly button together. Inhale, hands go up. Stretching through the belly and chest here. And exhale, last time for lightning arms. You may find you might like to bend forward a little more depending on how your body and legs are feeling. Lovely. Inhale, last time here. And as we exhale, we come back down. Take the hands down to the mat. Step ourselves back once again into downward dog. Paddle the legs. Lovely. This time we're going to look through the hands and walk ourselves to the top of the mat, coming into our ragdoll. So definitely that deep bend in the knee here and the tummy resting on the thighs. If you like to grab your elbows, go ahead and grab them. And just allow the body to sway from side to side. When you come back to your center, take the hands to the earth, coming into our forward fold flow. So take a small exhale here. Inhale, hands on shins, come up to that half fold. So slightly straighter leg and this beautiful long body over the mat. Exhale, back to full forward fold. Deepen the knees, let's sweep the hands up. Let's come up to standing very gently. Big inhale to the top, stretch through the front body. And exhale back to full forward fold. One more round here. Inhale, hands on shins, half fold. Exhale back to full forward fold. Inhale, deepen the knees. Let's come back up to our standing. Lovely. And as we exhale now, hands will come down by the side. We're going to bend into the knees, take hold of the ground, step back into high plank. Take your time. Now, if you'd like to stay in high plank, you are more than welcome to. You're just drawing the belly up, bottom comes down slightly. But if you need to take everything down onto the knees, that's perfectly fine as well. Just feel really strong in the top body there, knowing you're drawing the belly button back towards the spine. And gently, if you are in full plank, just take the knees back down towards the earth there. Coming into our lovely thread the needle here. So reset the hands. We've got the wrists underneath the elbows or the shoulders. The hips and the knees are in alignment. We're going to start on the left side. So when you are ready, we're going to inhale. Left hand goes up. Exhale, taking your left arm under the right, and you can be quite up high, or you might like to invite your shoulder and your head down to the mat. Inhale once again, drawing the left hand up towards the ceiling. And exhale, back to our thread the needle. Lovely. Nice shoulder stretch, that one. Inhale, come back up just to tabletop, swapping the arms over. Reset the wrists and the hands if you need. And then when you are ready, let's inhale, take that right hand up to the ceiling. Big exhale, left arm comes underneath. Either simply take the back of the hand to the ground or start to invite the shoulder and the head. Excellent. Inhale, gently come back up, right hand towards ceiling. Big exhale. Lovely. We're going to come into another lovely, come back up to tabletop now, a lovely belly stretch. So let's go ahead and take ourselves down to our tummy. And we're going to start with the legs, coming into locust pose. I've got to adjust my mat here, or my body. Hopefully my chest doesn't squash the microphone. So we're going to start with the legs first. So just have your hands in front of the body. You can just have them overlapped in front of the forehead there. Start your gaze down towards the mat. Now, starting with the left leg, we're going to inhale and raise that left leg off the ground. Can you see me there? Yep, good. Okay, I'm just checking the camera there. Holding on and using your glutes to hold that leg up. Go ahead and take the foot back down to the ground. Give it a little shake if you need. And we do that on the right hand side. So starting on the right, when you're ready, take a nice inhale and raise that right leg up. So you're pushing your pubic bone into the earth and you're really contracting your glute muscle here. Go ahead and take that right leg down, give it a little shake or move around. Now we're going to start with the arms. So the arms actually come down by the side of our body, okay? You might like to have your forehead fully on the earth there. On your next inhale, we're going to take both of the legs up and we're going to push our fingers back like we're Superman here and start to really draw the front body up, lifting the chest. And you know what? It might only be a little centimetre, that's okay. Really have that sense of stretch and engagement through the lower half of the body. And gently release everything. Bring your left cheek towards the earth. I'm not going down too far because I feel like I'm going to crunch my microphone. But just bring your cheek down and allow the whole body to relax. Just feel really, really heavy. That locust pose, as much as you're stretching through your abdominals and the chest, pressing that pubic bone into the earth, it is a slight back bend. So allow this time for the body to relax. But we will go ahead and do it one more time and then come up into a lovely child's pose to counteract it. So when you are ready, start your gaze again. Lift your face so that you're facing the mat. We'll take the hands by our sides, palms are facing up. And then when you are ready, take a nice big inhale and send the legs up and the arms up. You may like to look forward. This is our locust pose. Lovely sense of engagement through the whole front of the body. And gently bring yourself down. This time, take your left cheek towards the earth, facing the right hand side, or if it was the other way around, just change direction so that it's in the opposite direction. Again, allow everything to be heavy. Catch your breath. Smooth out that breath. And to help smooth it out is to help count. So you might like to inhale for a count of 3, exhale for a count of 3. Just re-engaging that lovely quality of smooth and steady breath. Excellent. When you are ready, we're going to take the hands just by our side of the body, just next to the chest, curl the toes and press ourselves back up into tabletop and straight into child's pose. So your choice here, if you'd like wide-legged child's pose, you can take the knees wide on the mat, or you can do full child's pose where your knees are in slightly closer together and just really extend the arms out. So your choice. Wide leg always provides this lovely opportunity for more space for our chest and our tummies. Deepen the breaths here. As you inhale, you notice that belly swelling. As you exhale, the body can relax just that little bit more. Excellent. We're going to come into a couple of little low lunges, into a half split, and then we'll come back down onto our bottoms, ready to warm down for our Shavasana. So on your next inhale, let's very gently push our body up to tabletop. Draw the knees underneath the hips once again. This time we're going to feed the left leg through first. So just feed that left foot through to the top of the mat. Take your time. Your right foot, the top of it can be flat on the mat, or you can curl the toes. That gives you a bit of balance sometimes too. And then when you're ready, inhale, take the hands up. Coming into a little half split here. So as we exhale, we're going to push our hips back and straighten that left leg. Now, absolutely keep a bend in the knee. Your foot can be flat on the ground. Or if you'd like a deeper stretch, you just draw the toes up, okay? Take your body to wherever it's handy for you that makes you feel nice and stable, as long as you can feel just a slightly deeper stretch in the back of the left leg there. Inhale, let's sweep the hands back up to low lunge. And exhale back to our half split. And the half split of your choice really, so it's whatever suits your body in the moment. Awesome. Inhale, low lunge. Really stretch through the tummy and the chest, palms together at the top, and exhale, hands to heart space. Inhale again, raise the elbows up, and as we exhale, we twist to your left hand side. Just these lovely little gentle twists. Inhale, come back around to center and continue your exhale around to the right. Inhale back to center, hands come down to the ground. Let's swap our legs out. So take the left knee back under the body and right foot comes forward. Find your happy space. And then when we're ready, we inhale, go up, really stretch through that front body. Exhale, shift the weight back into our half split. Inhale again, low lunge here. Exhale, half split. Lovely. One more here, lovely big inhale. Stretch through the front body, palms together, down to our heart space. Inhale, raise the elbows up, and as you exhale, go around to your right. So just that tighter side. Come back to center, continue around to your left. Very nice. Lovely, coming back down. We're going to take the hands down towards the earth. Draw that right leg back. Give our hips a lovely little wiggle. And then let's come down onto our bottom. So just come down in a way that works for you. Excellent. Keeping the legs nice and wide. Just going to do some lovely little arm slides. Now, this is a good option if you wanted to sit on a thin cushion. Just helps to raise the elbows up, raise the hips up a little above the knees, and it helps to get that pelvis to go forward. Sitting the body up and having that sense of expansion into the chest. Inhale here. And as we exhale, we simply slide the hands down the legs. You don't need to go very far. Inhale, slide the hands up. And exhale down. Inhale up again. And last one down. Awesome. Bring the body up. We're going to take the right leg and shift it forward. So that's going to come in towards the front. Your left leg is going to come in like half butterfly here. We're going to do this lovely cheeky front body stretch in a minute, but we'll first come to a forward fold. So when you are ready, hands will come up. As we exhale, we fold the hands and body forward, taking the hands to wherever they go on the leg. So it doesn't need to go very far. Might be your thigh, your shins or your ankles, or simply the ground. Lovely, lovely stretch here up the back of the right leg. We're going to inhale, bring the body up. And as we exhale, we're going to twist around. Our left hand will come behind ourselves. So twist to your left. Place your hand on the ground here. And we're going to continue to push the body up. So let's push through our heels and our knees and stretch that front body. This is a cheeky little modified wild thing. Lovely stretch through the whole front body there. Gently come back down, take the hands down. Very nice. Untwist and let's swap the legs out. Always a bit of fun, that one. So left leg goes long, draw that right foot in. Feel comfortable in where you've chosen to land your foot. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale to your forward fold. Take the hands to wherever they want to land. Just feel that lovely stretch through the back of the left leg. I can now hear the rain outside, so now we've got rainfall as well. I love that sound though. Inhale, come back up. We're going to twist to your right, so right hand goes behind. Push yourself up, so you're now really stretching through the left leg, the body, the side body, the chest. And come back down. Very, very gently here. Go ahead and help the left leg up. Draw both feet onto the ground, knees up to the ceiling. Hug the knees slightly. Really press that chest in. So I've widened my knees because that's more comfortable. Allows you to just to push that chest space forward. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and release out of that now. Come down onto our backs. So just come down in a way that works for you. And we will start with our lovely windscreen wipers. So take now the feet wide on the mat, knees pointing to the ceiling. You can have your hands out by the side with the palms facing up if you want to. If not, keep them on your belly or have them in cactus arms, whatever's comfortable for you and your arms at this point. Shoulders are lovely and even on the ground. Take a lovely inhale here. And then as you exhale, take both of your knees over to the right hand side. And then draw the knees up and over to the left. Start to bring them up and over now in your own breathing rhythm. So you can take the knees as deeply as you would like to go. Always inhale as you come up to center And exhale as you take your knees over to each side of the body. Feel that lovely massage on the spine and the hips. Lovely. We're going to do a lovely stretch through the spine. Bring the knees up to center now into our reclined pigeon pose. So let's take the right ankle to the back of the left knee. And if you would like, you can stay here and simply push that right knee away. Or if you would like a little deeper stretch, you can raise the left foot, lightly grab around the back of the hamstring there, and gently draw your left knee in towards the chest. And you'll definitely feel now like a deeper stretch in the glute and the hamstring of the right leg. Just stay here, noticing all the parts of the body, any that are loose, any that are still under tension. Definitely no pain, but just this lovely sense of stretch. Gently releasing the leg. Take the left foot down if it was in the air. Unhook the right foot and take that to the earth, and we'll swap on over. So let's grab the left leg. Ankle goes to the back of the right knee. Push that left knee away. And if you'd like to go a little further, start to raise the right foot. Gently grab behind the right hamstring, and you can start to draw that right knee in towards the body. Lovely deep stretch on the left glute, the left hamstring. Very, very nice. Go ahead and just take that right foot very gently down to the earth. Unhook the left foot. Let's stretch the body out nice and long now. So while we've got the legs out lovely and long, give them a little pump. You might like to wiggle the ankles or the feet from side to side. Just shake through, get that energetic flow back into the back of the legs there from being in our static pigeon pose. And we're going to do this lovely full body stretch. So take the hands up towards the ceiling and then all the way behind, leaving the crown of the head and just sending the fingertips all the way beyond that. So have this sense that someone is pulling you from the wrists and someone else from the ankles, enjoying this lovely full body stretch. Excellent. Let's bring the hands back up towards the ceiling and let's find our Shavasana now. So come into a Shavasana that works for you. We can be in full Shavasana where the legs are fully extended, the back of the legs are on the earth. Half Shavasana, bringing the flats of the feet onto the mat and having the knees pointing to the ceiling. You can be seated or you can actually be on the side. You could roll over onto one side and do your Shavasana there. Let's start from the head and work our way down. So pressing the head very gently into the mat. We then draw the chin down just a little closer to our chest. Helps to lengthen through the back of the neck there. Go ahead and roll the shoulders underneath the body. So you're just stepping the shoulder blades together slightly, helping to open up that heart space and across the top of the shoulders. Arms will be lovely and wide on the ground with your palms facing up. And now an awareness into your hip space, and does it feel lovely and even? Do you need to move yourself around? Do you need to put a cushion under your lower back or under your hips? Just have this beautiful sense of balance in your hip space. And if your legs are lovely and flat on the earth, go ahead and take them nice and wide. So looking like a bit of a starfish, we always encourage the legs to come away from the midline. Allow the backs of the legs to touch the earth and your feet to just roll out naturally. If your knees are bent, then you can absolutely support each of the knees by drawing them together, or you can allow them to flop out to either side in a slightly reclined butterfly way. Invitation for a lovely deep inhale here. Nice big exhale out. Come back to your natural breathing rhythm. That lovely smooth and steady qualities. The beautiful rise and fall of the body as it breathes very naturally. Start to do a body scan and notice all the parts of the body that are connected to the earth today. And thank the body parts that are connected to the earth. Thank them for being connected, for rooting and grounding themselves into the earth. And thanking the earth as well, just to allow that beautiful support. It supports us in this beautiful way in which we can start to be heavy and know that it's okay to be heavy too. So we relax the forehead down. We relax the eyes. We release the tongue from the roof of our mouth and relax our jaws. We start to soften the throat. Allow the chest to be soft and heavy and the heart to be open. Our arms are lovely and heavy and relaxed on the mat. Our tummy is beautiful and soft. Our hips are heavy and relaxed. And our legs are releasing themselves into the earth. Focus on your exhale and just start to notice the qualities of that air leaving the body. You may like to visualize any tensions, any stresses, any emotions or thoughts that no longer serve you to leave the body upon your exhale. Allow those feelings and those things to leave the body, go into the air, dissipate away, allow the earth to take them away. Allowing that softness into the body, knowing that it's okay to release the muscles just that little bit more. Draws ourselves to gain this lovely open heart aspect. We're not closing off, we're not putting walls around anything. We are open to receive new energy, which is our prana. So once we have left all of those energies outside of the body on our exhale, there's so much more room and space to receive that new love and joy and prana. So we go ahead and draw it in through our inhales. Start to notice the quality of the air coming into the body now. A beautiful, cool air. Is it flowing freely? Is it still a little staggered? There's no judgment as to how it enters the body. We just allow it to enter, and we're allowing this new life force, this new prana. And we want that new prana in whatever form it takes for you, be that a bright light, a feeling, a sensation. We want all of those attributes to come into the body and filling up our head space, our throats, swirl around our heart space and flow deep into our arms, our hands and our fingers. We allow that new prana to float into our tummies, our hips, and cascade down our legs into our feet and our toes. This new prana provides a new awakening, new opportunities, new desires to come into the heart. It allows your mind to soften, focusing deeply on your breath and how those things make you feel. Has this beautiful sense of calm and ability to increase our compassion and empathy, not only for ourselves but those around us. Bringing in new life force and expanding in our lightness within the body allows us to center in a little bit more with our intuition, our gut feeling. We often forget it or tamper that away. We tend to go with the head a bit more than we do with the heart and the gut. So allow these times of stillness to reconnect with those little facets of your body. We'll start to revisit our intention that we set at the top of the practice, that kind and loving word that was just for you. An invitation here to repeat your intention to yourself with just as much clarity as you did at the beginning. Hold on to that feeling. Remind yourself of it, and perhaps reset a new intention tomorrow as well. We'll start drawing awareness back to our physical body. So start picking up on noises that are furthest from you outside the room in which you practice. You might like to wriggle your fingers and your toes, deepen your breath in and out, just to awaken those internal senses. Might like to even blink a little bit. Scrunch the nose, purse the lips. And then in your own time, you can roll over onto one side. And just take a few little moments here. These are your last final moments of stillness. Your lower arm might be used as your head support. You might have a cushion nearby. You can place it there. We'll go ahead and thank our bodies for carrying us through this life each and every day, whether that be through illness, disease, or health. It still shows up, it carries us through, and we've helped it along today by just guiding it through these beautiful stretches, really through the front half of the body, opening up our heart space to receive that beautiful new love and energy. When you are ready, let's come up to our comfortable seated position. And we'll take our hands to Anjali Mudra here, prayer position to our heart space, thumbs lightly touching our sternum for connection. Take a nice big inhale here. Big exhale out. Hands to our third eye, our Ajna chakra, for purity of our thoughts and clarity of our minds. Down to our throat chakra, our Vishuddha chakra, for purity of our words and clarity of our speech. And finally, down to our heart center, our Anahata chakra, for the ability to love, to accept, and to forgive unconditionally. Lightly bowing our heads. Namaste.